The Quiz with Balls is a new Fox game show hosted by SNL alum Jay Pharoah, in which two families team off against each other to answer trivia questions correctly or get knocked into the drink by big, giant balls. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, Dan here. This is Dan Reviews It. Welcome to my TV review for the new game show, The Quiz with Balls. This is on Fox Tuesday nights, and they have quite the lineup of alternative programming, as they call it, this summer, because Monday nights they have the 1% Club, hosted by Patton Oswalt. I just did a pretty glowing review of that a few days ago, and now Tuesday nights they have this, The Quiz with Balls. They've also brought back Name That Tune and Beat Shazam for the summer as well, so a lot of fun programming on Fox. This one airs, like I said, Tuesday nights with Jay Pharoah as the host. Before we launch into the specifics of the show, though, let me welcome you into Dan Reviews It. Thank you for finding this video. We do movie and TV reviews here on the channel, and I'm putting stuff up all the time. Just about every day, something new goes up on the channel. So there's always a lot to check out, and you can look at the playlist as well on the homepage, and that will streamline your experience a little bit. Movie reviews, TV reviews, and I also have a playlist of my game show reviews. If you're a game show nut like myself, you might find that pretty interesting as well. But please consider subscribing, hit that like button, comment below, all that stuff, of course, helps the channel out. All right, so Jay Pharoah, we know him from SNL. He did a lot of the impressions for a while on there, including Will Smith, Denzel Washington, some of the rappers, and he hasn't been on for quite a few years. He's kind of popped up here and there doing different things. He did have a show for a couple of seasons on Hulu, but he fits right in, I think, as host of this show. I will say, in the first episode, he was a little bit Steve Harvey-ish in his, demeanor and in his speech patterns. And I'm not sure if part of that it was kind of family versus family. But I think by the end of that first episode and into the second episode, he definitely kind of, got his sea legs, if you will. And I think is a pretty good host for this show. So the basic concept is, like I mentioned up top, it's two families go head to head against each other, answering trivia questions. And basically, there are enough correct answers on the board to correspond with the number of family members remaining. And then there's, wrong answers corresponding with how many people have gotten dunked already, or in the first round, there's one wrong answer. So there's 6 answers always, and the first round there's 5 correct answers, and if you keep losing family members, those correct answers sort of slim down, and they throw in more wrong answers. But anyway, if you are wrong, you get knocked into this big pool by these big balls that are like, they seem like they're kind of like exercise ball style, maybe, not enough to give you any back pain, but enough force to knock you over a little bit into the water. And in one case, I think it was the second episode, somebody knocked themselves into the water on accident because they leaned over too far to see which of their family members survived, and they went in the drink. So there's a few ways to lose, I guess, on this show. But in any event, the grand prize is $100,000, and whatever family has the most money at the end of 5 rounds moves into that bonus round. So the concept is fun. It is not an original American concept. Apparently, it is based on a Dutch program, but there's not a lot of variations of this show. Like the 1% Club that we talked about the other day, the U.S. is like the 15th country to get a version of that. But here we're kind of on the cutting edge. It's a little bit of Wipeout, if you remember that show from ABC, which I really only watched sort of peripherally. Sometimes it would be on in the gym, and that's a show you could kind of watch without sound. You just look at the people falling all over the place. But I don't think that had a trivia component, right? I think they were just kind of running and seeing what they could avoid or whatever. But there's definitely that element of it here, while actually having some pretty interesting trivia questions, and not super easy ones either. I definitely was stumped on a lot of things here. Now, of course, I'm only one person, so I'm trying to think of all the correct answers. Whereas if you're the family member, you can just sort of pick which answer you glom onto and kind of stand there. Or maybe if there's one answer everybody once. They sort of have to divvy it up. Okay, you take this one, I'm going to go over here. I think this one might be right too. So it is interesting. And then at the end, it's only one family member that gets to play for that 100,000, regardless of how many people are left on the team. So that makes it a little interesting too. So there's some interesting dynamics here, interesting wrinkles. It does a little bit of that classic Fox thing of like the anticipation. I always talk about this in my Masked Singer videos. They're always like, take it off, take it off. It goes on for like a minute before they actually take it off. So there's some slight anticipation, about, okay, release the balls. And then we're, standing there watching the balls for, a few seconds. But there's not too much of that. For a Fox show, it's not bad. But like I said, I think Jay Pharoah fits well as the host. And yes, obviously the family versus family 5-on-5 component has been done many times over, of course, most notably with Family Feud. But, I think it works here for the specific concept and, the 6 wrong answers. So you need 5 family members at the start. Sure, okay. And if you're going to have 5 rounds to kind of weed people out, sure. I think the numbers make sense. The payment structure makes sense as well. That's sometimes an issue with these games because in the 5th round, whatever team is behind, there are options where like, oh, okay, well, this team can't possibly, surmount the money that the other team has already won, so like they're automatically out. I could see that happening as well with the structure, but I think it works for what the show is. It's certainly fun to watch, and it's one you don't have to necessarily think about too much. But I do think the questions are fun. And the categories are interesting. So this is, it's not quite as good for me as the 1% Club. I think that was a bit more different than this. But I think this works. And for, a summertime primetime game show, just put it on and kind of sit back and enjoy. I think this will work. I give the Quiz with Balls a B, and you can see that on Tuesdays on Fox. All right, thank you for watching Dan Reviews It. We'll see you next time.